On the 7th of August, Sabbath Saturday in Marshall, Abaco, Bahamas. Kai just doing this video on a follow-up video that I sent to the world, Abaco, Nassau, and entire Bahamas. And it's a follow-up on what the Americans has found out. And if the Americans know it in America, you think Kai Mills don't know it in the Bahamas? And I see it, breathe it every day? The corruption of this F&M government? I just brought to tape some information that I've been doing all week in case you all got lost in your own thing. Some damning information that should cause any reputable government that has any minister that has integrity ought to resign. Better still be fired if anybody of the competent authority has any competency. And what I said is that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, my member of Parliament, my cousin, Darren Henfield, is a crook. And he's stealing the material. So when I say stealing, that means he's a thief. This is a serious accusation to make towards a minister who's representing the Bahamas abroad that sits in the UN. You have to have some integrity. I got the data. Some people may say it's accusation. Some people may say I'm slinging mud. Some people will say it's political propaganda. But if it's really investigated, the way I do, I don't talk hearsay. I video no say and see say. So I already know the information, and the information is this. If I'm right, Darren ought to be fired before he has an opportunity to resign. And the information I'm saying here now again is that he used Ministry of Works vehicle to take material out of Grace Baptist Church that was sitting there, that was put there on false pretenses because it was supposed to be used for the victims of Hurricane Dorian. It was never intended for the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Darren Henfield, personal usage. But yet, last week, this is the first mistake of many that he's continued to make because there's no check and balance. He had the Ministry of Works employees went to Grace Baptist Church, where his sister, Jackie Rubens, is an assistant pastor. I don't know how that happened, but it's a family church. I don't know if God is pleased, but they're pleased. So be it. We don't want to get in depth. We don't want to get talking about this accurate information of Ministry of Works truck picking up material that was meant for Hurricane Dorian victims that is being stored in the church over here and brought them to the wake site of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, where he's building an illegal office at the time, because he started the foundation, had his workers picked all from Blackwood, I assume, that already dug the foundation, laid the steel in the foundation, and they had no building permit. Let's recant that in case you missed it. If he had no building permit and he started the foundation of his office as the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Darren Henfield is wrong. That's a crime. If he used the Ministry of Works truck and had their employees that are working for the government, if he took them off the government detail and put them on his own private personal detail to take materials that was meant for the victims of Hurricane Dorian, that has been stored for months in his sister's church, Grace Baptist Church, and put them on the work site to help to build the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Darren Henfield's office. It is a crime. Y'all call how much crime is being committed? It is the fact. Now, which police can Kai Mills get off of Abaco in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to go down there at Grace Baptist Church on Sabbath Saturday to see how much more materials that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Darren Henfield, has hidden in Grace Baptist Church, so much that the foreign people, I see men and women, all white, I see no black brothers on there working on that church. From it started, foreign white people, and I know they must have asked the question while they were fixing the roof, while they were fixing the outside. They must have asked, well, why all this material inside this church? What is this material being used for? If we are doing all this work free of charge, you gotta have some integrity. So the workmen that worked to rebuild Grace Baptist, that were all foreign whites, shouldn't they have asked this question that Kai already knew? Why is the material in the church, and why is there so long? Why is the material being brought there by the Ministry of Works truck and its employees? And why is there an office being built with Hurricane Dorian material that were meant for the victims, never meant for his office? So there's a lot of juice, there's a lot of kick, there's a lot of words. You may say accusation, you may say whatever you want to say. Who's going to do the investigation on the fact that Kai is bringing to you? It is all criminal. And when they do the investigation, if they do the investigation, plenty conjunctions, he ought not have an opportunity to resign. This is the first time we will get to see Darren not holding on the coattail of Minnis, because Minnis will have to shake his hands loose. Because like the Americans already reported, there's so much criminality and crime being committed, not by lay people, but at direct ministers that has responsibility for and to their ministries. How does the people upstairs there in Foreign Affairs office, that big long office there, and got up there, I've been up there, got about 30 people on each side, 30 people. How do they feel that Kai Mills is calling their boss a crook, a liar, a thief, and a lawbreaker? What if Kai Mills is correct? Should the minister resign or should he be fired? Either or. It would do Abaco good, because he has been no good to us. After Hurricane Dorian, the only building he has built is the 3-bedroom for himself, and he's on the second building, and his cousin, his neighbors right next to him, is still living in a dome, like they're doomed for life, with black and green mold all around them. But he doesn't care. Kai cares. That's why they bring the accurate information to the public and to the world, and to confirm with the Americans that did their investigation to know that this government is going down as one of the most corrupt, heartless, weightless, good-for-nothing government in the history of the Caribbean and indeed the Bahamas after they could steal the material. The minister, our member of parliament that we sent to the House Assembly to see after our goodwill, he is there making sure that he's a fat cat. It's unacceptable. It is corruption of the highest order. And Minister Henfield, I'm calling on you to do the honorable thing, if you dare have any honorable left in you, to resign forthwith. Because the people of Abaco ought to have better, need to have better. They don't need another hurricane after Hurricane Dorian, called Darren Henfield Hurricane number 6, and the F&M government Category 7. We have been through too much consistent hurricanes in 1 year. Kai Case in asking the Minister of Foreign Affairs on Sabbath Saturday to respectfully resign and say to the people of Abaco that I have failed you, I have sinned, and I have come short of the glory of Jesus Christ, and I shall not sin no more. So I respectfully